Hello. I'm back. Well, I've made some shorts videos, but this would be my official first, full-length video. So, hello. I actually have a question for you, so I would like your answer in the comments, but let me, get through the question and talk about some things first. See if you can relate or not, I guess would be my question. So, I have this idea in my head of what I think friendship is supposed to be like, what it looks like on the outside looking at other people's friendships, and I feel like I cannot find what I'm looking for, and I'm starting to wonder, is what I'm looking for, is it not even realistic? Does it not even exist? So, a little bit of context. I do struggle with codependency, working on that, working on that. It's harder in the winter. Seasonal depression makes everything harder, and I am self-diagnosed autistic. It's very clear looking back throughout my whole entire life. There's been so much struggle related to being autistic and being so different. But so with that out of the way, basically whenever I look, and I don't know, maybe you can relate to this, but whenever I look at the friendships that other people have, it feels like they're so connected, and they're almost like, sometimes people will have this best friend or two that they just they can say anything to, they can do anything with, and they're like their other half type of person, but it's in a best friend way, not in a romantic way. And for some reason, I really desire that, I desire someone that would drop everything and just want to hang out with me, at least twice a week. That would want to go grocery shopping with me all the time, and just want to include me in their life, even their small everyday things. And that might not be a realistic thing, and I'm starting to think maybe I'm just looking for something that I shouldn't be expecting, and so that's why it doesn't work out. Sometimes this may be something you can relate to. Sometimes whenever I find someone that seems like a potential friend, I will feel I don't know, I'll go all in, and then whenever they don't put in the same effort, I just feel like it's kind of a failed thing and it's not going anywhere, and so I just give up. And I don't know if any of you guys do that, but people are telling me that apparently you need to give it time, years of time, for someone to warm up to you to get to those levels that you're looking for a friendship. And to me that feels crazy to wait years, to put in that much effort for years just for someone to tell me how they feel about something or something. I don't know, once I trust you, I'm an open book, and it doesn't take me years to trust someone. So it's just something that I can't really understand, and I think it has to do with obviously being autistic and processing things differently and picking up on things differently. I don't understand how people develop friendships, keep friendships, and feel close to others. Do you actually feel close, especially if you're not autistic and you're watching this? Do you feel close to your friends, or even maybe your family? Even for me, I don't feel that close to some people in my family that you would think that I should be, but I just feel like there's this distance. Do you actually feel super connected, or do you also feel what I'm feeling? Do you feel like everybody else is connected, but you can't find that connection, and you're wondering why? So, yeah, I'm just kind of curious about that. I wrote down some things, so let me see if there was anything else. Yeah. My I wrote down, my perception could just be off because of, different things, life experience, my disorders and things like that, but I don't know. I don't really know what to do at this point, and it feels like every time, I don't know if anyone else experienced this, but every time that I do get like actually close to someone and I feel like they're my best friend, or they could be, they move like far, like states away. Or I'll find someone like online through YouTube or whatever that I feel like I could connect with really well, but they live literally on the opposite side of the country, like all the way completely opposite. And so it feels like maybe God just, I don't know, maybe there's a purpose through all of this loneliness. Now, I will say I am married and I do have a husband, but it's not healthy to only rely on one person to be the only friend you have for everything. That's too much to put on him, and I don't expect that of him. At least I try not to, but I do have codependency issues, so I'll probably cause more struggle in that area than maybe some people would, but I really do try, and God helps me a lot. A lot of improvement since, years ago, obviously, but yeah, I was just kind of curious about that and seeing what your thoughts were and your experience. It feels really lonely, and I don't know. I just feel like it's impossible. Like I'm never going to find like a true best friend that just wants to be around me. And I am not mean. I'm not rude. I'm not like all about me. Like I care about what other people like and don't like and want and don't want, and their boundaries and things like that. If they just talk to me about everything clearly, I'm the type of person like I would like clarity and all that, like what's the expectations, and I don't know, I guess being autistic and everything, it's just a very like I just want to put everything out there, and those type of things don't seem to be working. It seems like people think that's weird. So yeah, but at the same time I'm not willing to, like, okay, I've already tried this, I'll just let you in on a secret, it doesn't work. I've already tried, and I'm not willing to again pretend to be someone that I'm not. I already tried it like 2 or 3 times in my life. Whenever I was younger, I tried it like my whole childhood and teens, because I didn't know that there was something so off. Like I knew there was, but I just thought I was a problem, you know what I mean? So I didn't know that there was actually a disorder going on with me. I thought I'm just unlikable, or just ugly, or just stupid, and so it's always me. So I always try to pretend to be someone that I wasn't, to try to have people to want to be around me. And then I realized when I was more in my early 20s what was going on more, and then for some reason I just kind of pushed it aside and went out and tried to be like everybody else again, and thought I could be social, and I did everything everybody wanted me to do, all the social things, all the events, everything they invited me to or expected me to do, I went. And after that, after like a year or 2 of that, I literally felt less close to people than I did before that. It literally did not help me one bit to feel closer to people, to try to make them happy. Like making people happy didn't, like I thought at least I would make friends and like be closer with them, and it did not do that. So then I kind of went into a slump again and got kind of lonely. Usually around winter time is whenever I kind of get reclusive and feel like I'm like done with everybody in my head. It's not really a healthy thing to feel, but sometimes you get to that point whenever you have such a struggle like this with socializing. It feels like something, like it's just an example. Like if I was going to try to learn a new language or something, that's how I feel sometimes with socializing and understanding what I should and shouldn't do and what others are doing or expecting and all that. Like it feels like trying to learn a new language or something. Like that's how difficult it is. And I kind of lost my train of thought on something, but yeah, it's really hard, and I don't know if I know it's not just me. but I don't know if it's autistic people only that struggle with this, or do people in general just feel less close to people than it seems on the outside. Like, obviously on Facebook and, you know, all these social media apps, people make it appear like their lives are much better than they really are, and I know that for a fact. But are you all struggling with feeling so alone, and like, even though you have someone that's considered your best friend, you still don't feel close to them, or you will for like a week and then they don't talk to you much and they don't want to see you for like a month, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I guess we weren't as close as I thought we were. Like, do you have those kind of experiences as well? I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, and I'll definitely be making more videos and stuff, and if anything, hopefully you just feel less alone after watching this, and appreciate you sticking around. And if you're still here, and if you would like to, I would like to have you subscribe to my channel. Would love to have you here. Yeah, and like I said, let me know your experience and if you can relate. See you guys later. God bless you.